Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a plant shop vlog, and I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes of me running my plant store from my apartment. This week we actually have quite a few things to do on our checklist. So this week on our checklist, we have to water all the plants and fertilize them. We have to pot up some propagations that are ready to be potted up. We have to restock the site. We have to take pictures of new plants, edit them, and make new listings. I also have to do some marketing and things like that as well on the side. And lastly, we have to unbox all of the new inventory for the shop and get it situated into the greenhouse. So let's just jump right into this week's vlog. I just finished filming a different video, and that video is up here if you want to go and check it out. I'm kind of on a roll today. I've been up since like 4 a.m. James left to go to Vietnam this morning around like 4, so I've been up kind of like ever since. So I just decided to just wake up. I filmed the whole YouTube video, I cleaned, I did all this stuff before I had to actually work. And I also just took some Instagram and TikTok content as well. Honestly, I'm so tired of making like short form content like for Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube Shorts. Like I'm really tired of it. Like I definitely feel that posting on all of those platforms is like a chore. I've gotten to the point where I kind of just do it and then I immediately like sign off the app. I don't really be on those apps like consuming like plant content, you know what I mean? Since I am a creator, a plant creator, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, I guess like I'm tired of looking at plant content, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely have been experiencing a burnout with the short form content, but I have been really enjoying YouTube. So yeah, I will see you guys probably tomorrow or in a few days, and we can do some other fun stuff. Here's the newest batch of plants for the week. Some of these are props that are ready to be potted up, and some of them are actually already potted up, and I was just waiting a little bit before I listed them for sale because I wanted them to acclimate a little bit more. So let me show you guys what we have going on this week. So this right here is a Syngonium Panda. This Syngonium Panda is actually from my collection. It was a top cut, and I decided that I no longer want this plant, or maybe I'll get it again in the future, but right now I don't think I need it. So we have this little cutting here that's rooted, and I'm going to pot this up. We also have this Jose Bueno right here. This is another top cut. It is rooted and ready to be potted up. This one is really beautiful, and it has a new leaf on the way as well. This one here is a Pink Princess philodendron. This is a top cutting off of one of my mother plants. This is the newest leaf here. I think this one is going to actually turn out pretty good. Usually the Pink Princesses, they go really quickly on the shop, so I'm definitely excited to put this on there for you guys. This is a Syngonium Wenlani. I actually thought I had this on the shop, but I didn't, so I'm adding it today. This is a Anthurium medium blue. I thought I had put this on the shop, but apparently I did not, so I'm gonna do that as well. This is a Syngonium Aria. This one is super pretty. Then we have two Monstera Esqueleto top cuts. I am debating if I am just gonna keep one for myself, because sometimes I do try to keep some rare plants in my collection so that I can just easily prop them and sell them as well. And this one is also a propagation, so it's rooted and ready to be potted up today. This is a Monstera Sitsubacana. I also thought this one was on the shop and it wasn't, so that is also going up today. This one is so pretty. It's starting to trail as well. We have a baby Syngonium Aria here. Sometimes I will list some baby cuttings as well, like starter plants on the shop, just because, you know, not everybody wants a big plant. Some people really enjoy the little ones. So I've been growing this one out for some time now, and it's ready to be listed for sale. And then the last one here, this is a Syngonium Mojito. At some point it did have variegation, but now it's not putting out any variegation, so I have to actually repot this because it's clearly growing outside of the pot. And yeah, that's really it. And since it's reverted, it'll obviously be at a discounted rate. Now I'm just going to pot up the ones that need to be potted up, and then I will take pictures, edit them, and get them uploaded to the shop. I'm hoping I can get everything done today, but if not, I can always do it tomorrow. But yeah, this is what we got going on, so I'm going to get to work and start potting these guys up. Look what is here, you guys. The new shipment of plants has just arrived to my door. This box is huge. Not as big as the last time. I'll explain why in a second, but let's take a look. So they always put this thermal like wrapping in there, and then inside we have all of the plants. So they're all like individually wrapped, and I'm about to actually unbox them. So I'm actually about to unbox all the plants right now, but I am going on Instagram Live to do that. So I'm setting up my little space to do it. This is my living room. I'm just sitting on the floor because it's more comfortable for me because I feel like the live is going to be really long. So quick backstory on the inventory we just got. I placed that order on January 19th and it is now February 9th. So it has been some time. They shipped it this week. They were supposed to ship it on Monday. They actually didn't ship it until Tuesday. And then when they sent me the invoice and called me to pay, half the plants that I ordered weren't on the invoice. And I was basically told that the ones that I had originally ordered were all out of stock now. So yeah, I don't really know, but it is what it is. We can always make another order. So we were supposed to get 50 plants, but we ended up only getting 27 out of the 50. Which definitely sucks for me because I was waiting for so long and they just weren't giving me an updated invoice of what was taken off. If I had an updated invoice this whole time, I would have just added more stuff to replace the items that were out of stock. So now I'm kind of just like SOL out of the items. So yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going on Instagram Live for the first time and I'm gonna unbox the plants. When you're seeing this video like a week later, so it's already happened. So if you do want to go ahead and watch the full live, you can. And then for all the people who don't want to sit there and watch the live stream, I'm actually going to be filming a sit down video a little bit later, probably tomorrow, just showing off the plants after I unbox them so that you guys can just see them, and we'll just have a whole separate video on it so that everybody can see everything. And I'll definitely try to get both of those videos up as soon as I can. So I do have a package here that I want to open with you guys. Some of you might already know what it is. So the reason why this is special to me is because I've been complaining about this for a really long time on YouTube. So you guys probably already have an idea what it is. I just want to say thank you guys so much because if it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have been able to get this. This was the first time that I actually paid myself from the business. I've started my business in July of 2022. Starting a business is really expensive, and a lot of time the money that you're making, you are actually investing it back into the business. So this whole time I really have never like paid myself, and because of all of your guys' support and purchasing items from the shop and everything like that, last month we had one of my biggest months ever. And I was able to buy myself a new camera for YouTube. So here it is. Yay, I'm so excited. You guys know I've been complaining about this stupid camera that I'm using right now because it always like overheats, the battery dies, and the quality doesn't film in like anything more than I think like 720 because it's like kind of old. And because of you guys, I was able to treat myself and get something to invest into YouTube so I can take this more seriously and put out better videos for you guys. So I'm so excited to film with it. So it does film in 4K and I'm really excited about that because now I can have like really clear and crisp videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Like I'm so happy. You guys have been so good to me and I love you guys so much on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're from. So like I said, I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys have supported me through Instagram, TikTok, now YouTube. You guys supported me when I was doing story sales. You guys were there for me when I opened my first Etsy, and you guys were there for me when I opened my Squarespace, everything. It's crazy to think that there are so many people behind a screen that are supporting me. And I just want to thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. So I'm super excited to keep making content for you guys and getting you guys your wish list plants and everything like that. Just thank you guys so much. We have a few orders to pack this week. The first order is from April in Pennsylvania. April ordered the Syngonium Winlandii number 1, which is this plant right here. They also ordered the Ciba Blue Pothos number 1, which is this one right here. The next order is from Jordan in North Carolina. They ordered the philodendron silver stripe number 1, which is this plant right here. They also ordered the anthurium medium blue number 2, which is this plant right here. The next order is from Milan in Georgia. They ordered the philodendron white wizard number 3, which is this one right here. And then our next order is from Diane in California. Diane ordered the Syngonium panda, the number 1, which is this plant right here. They also ordered the Syngonium red spot tricolor, the number 3, which is this plant right here. And also the Syngonium confetti, the number 3, which is this plant right here. So now let's go to the living room and get these orders packed up. These are all the plants that we unboxed on the live stream yesterday. So real quick, we'll just go through a couple. We have a lot of Hoya Sarawaks. We have the Hoya compacta here. These little Hoyas, we have some of the Hoya Carries, the heart leaf ones for Valentine's Day. Some anthurium. We have philodendron patrice, philodendron ring of fire, pink princess down here. We have some Precio Verde here, and we have a couple of Monstera albos. This one here is a high variegated sectoral Monstera albo. It is so nice, you guys. And then we have like some white princess in here. We have a Syngonium chia pens variegated and some other stuff. What I'm gonna do right now is actually take propagations of all the plants while I have them here. The next plant vlog, you guys will see me actually getting all these plants ready for the next shop update. First, I'm actually gonna cut the Precio Verdes because as you can see, they are like massive. So I'm just going to, I think, make them like 2 or 3 leaves each. I just want to get the props going because I might not repot all of these for the next few days, so they might just be sitting here, but it's just best to just get them going like as soon as possible. We're gonna do like this leaf, and this one back here as the bottom cut. So we'll have 3 on the bottom. I'm gonna cut here, I think. So then we'll have like 2 separate plants, and then we can just sell the bottom cut and then start rooting the top. So here's the top. It's got some good aerial roots. I am going to propagate everything in water like I always do. I don't know, I just prefer water like over anything. I don't like using moss or nothing like that. So what I'm gonna do is just wait a little bit, and then once it has a growth point, which it already is starting to get one, that's when we can like list it for sale. This is like a really big pot, so we're gonna have to see like how the roots look and everything. I think that this is still a pretty good specimen to sell. All right, we got a Monstera albo, and I've already planned to cut this, and I'm gonna cut it like in here. 2 leaves on the top, 2 on the bottom. Now we have a 2-leaf cutting here. We can root in water. And then we have this cute little guy down here. The reason I'm cutting them is because I have a higher chance of selling them when they're this size compared to the bigger size. And then that just means we get more plants and more people can have the opportunity to get something. So this honestly still is pretty good. And like I said, we'll wait for the growth point and then we will get it listed for sale. Someone asked me how much I sell the Monstera albos for, and it honestly just depends, but I would say like 150 and up, depending on how many leaves, the variegation, how big the pot is, stuff like that. Also, keep in mind mind that everyone's plant store is going to be a different price. The way I calculate all my prices is how much should I pay for the plant in wholesale. That's the most important part because obviously I'm spending money. So I have to figure out how I'm going to make a profit off of that. So it honestly just depends on how much I bought it for, how big it is, if there's a variegation, how high or low the variegation is. And then all my plants come with my pre-mixed soil. That is also included in my price, and the pot is also included in the price as well. So I want to cut this Florida Beauty. I want to cut it here to take these 2 leaves and just leave the bottom. The way that it's in the pot, it looks like this root is growing in there, and I haven't like unwrapped it yet. So I'm probably gonna wait until I take everything out, and then I'll probably take more cuttings. I'm gonna cut this at a later time. This Monstera albo, I'm actually gonna leave it as is because I think it's a pretty good size. I'm gonna list it on the shop at this size, like literally as it is. If it doesn't sell, then I'll cut it. But right now, I think it's a pretty good specimen. And I like how all the leaves are all facing like the same direction for the most part. This is the high variegation one because it's like got the sectoral variegation. There's like a lot going on in this one. I'm gonna take the top cut 1, 2, and 3 up here. And you guys are probably like, oh my God, like she's cutting all the plants. The plants are gonna grow. It's not that serious. Don't be afraid to cut your plants. Like just cut them, they're gonna grow. I used to be so scared cutting plants, but now I'm like chop, 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 chop. So look at this beautiful top cut right here. Has a nice aerial root. We'll get that in water. So this Patrice here, I'll have to see as well when like I unpot it. I think it's 2 plants. So if I can just separate it, that would be best. We have another Precio Verde. So like this one is like super tangled up. So it's hard to tell, but I'm gonna take this cut right here. All right, so I took this cut right here. It has a new leaf coming in. I probably should have waited, but oh well. I also want to cut them sooner than later because I don't want their aerial roots to dry out, you know? Ew, it's sticky. I hate when you cut it. It's like that. I don't know. I think I'm going to wait on this one too because I want to unpot it because I feel like it's just 3 separate plants, and if it is, I can just separate them. I don't know if I showed you guys the Chia Pence variegated. This is the Syngonium. Look at this leaf, but like all the rest are like kind of like low variegated. This plant in particular is going to stay in my collection, and then I'm going to prop it and sell it like that. So I think I'm going to grow it out a little bit to see what the variegation does, and if it's not great, I'm just going to keep chopping it until we get some more leaves that look like this. All right, so I think that's it for right now until I like actually go in and repot them. If I do end up taking more props, I'll definitely show you guys in the next vlog. Here's all the props. I have a bouquet of propagations here. We have the Patricio Verde, 1 leaf Monstera albo. This is a 3-leaf top cut Monstera albo, a 2-leaf top cut Monstera albo, and then another 3-leaf Precio Verde top cut. So that is the end of our checklist of things to do this week, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!